Happy Friday and thanks for tuning in. This week's tasting notes are for a seasonal release from Oak and Eden called Bourbon Vine. Before I jump into this particular whiskey though, Oak and Eden focuses on a unique process called in-bottle finishing. And think of it as kind of like cask finishing, but within the bottle. So they start with their bourbon or their rye, and then they place a piece of 5-inch oak, which they call a spire, that is either charred or toasted, and then finished in either cold brew, rum, wine, and then placed in the bottle. So it starts to impart the a little bit additional wood flavors, but also whatever flavors it already has on it into the whiskey. Now, according to their research, after about 6 weeks, it's imparted all of the flavors it's going to, so it's safe to keep it in there for as long as you have the bottle. So this particular one, the Bourbon Vine, is again a seasonal release that this is the third year that they've released it. It starts off with their 3-year-old bourbon. Has a mash bill of 60% corn, 36% rye, and 4% barley, and is bottled at 90 proof. So it is a 3-year-old bourbon, and then in this instance, it's a medium toasted French oak spire that has been steeped in Cabernet wine. I don't know how long it's been steeped, but it definitely has an impact on the bourbon. As you can see from the color, it's deep amber red. I mean, there's definitely a red wine smell. Those dark red fruits. Vanilla comes in, the oak comes in. You get a little bit of that wood in it. The immediate flavors that come out are the wine flavors, those really rich red fruits, almost even a little chocolate and vanilla. But because of the high rye content, a spice quickly develops. The finish is short, but it's very much like a red wine. I mean, you get a lot of these, those fruit notes, the tannins, and the spice from the rye and oak really kind of linger, but not for very long. Overall, it runs about $55 here in Texas. It is a unique product. It's not real heavy on the mouth. The finish isn't real long, but you're gonna need to like wine. If you don't like red wine and you don't like high rye bourbons, it's probably not for you. But if you like both of those things and you can find it, it's worth checking out. I think this year they only had 800 cases, so there's not a whole lot of it on the market. But overall, it's a great fun experiment, and it's kind of cool being able to hold up the bottle and see the spire in it. Another note is that they are building their flagship distillery here in Texas, but currently they are sourcing most of their, or all of their juice, their bourbons and ryes, from various distillers, a lot of it from MGP in Indiana, which is nothing wrong with it. They're very upfront about it. But as they work towards building it and creating different expressions, they're a lot of fun. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. Till next time, cheers.